Kool, man. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I mean, my history on the West Coast is I grew up on the backside of the Rhodium swap meet. So that's where Dr. Dre was selling, well, he wasn't selling the mixtapes. My man Steve Yano was like an uncle to me, Japanese American cat,
Okay.
was selling Dre's tapes after Dre was, well, during while he was with the Wrecking Crew, he started making these 4-track mixes and selling them. And then Steve ends up introducing Eazy-E to Dre because Eazy was a drug dealer, wanted to start a record shop like Steve had at the Rhodium. It's like the back wall. We were kids hopping over the wall every weekend, and we would see Dre there. We'd see all kinds of people there. And Steve Yano introduced Eazy to Dre eventually, not right off the bat, because he was like leery of introducing him, but
Yeah.
he kept bugging him, and that's what turned into NWA. They pressed the Boys in the Hood, and it was history from there. So I was like the little peewee living on the back wall, seeing all that happen. So
Dang.
that's my origins for hip hop, starting as a b-boy and a popper and a graph writing and DJing and all that. So that's I just saw that growing up. So that's how I got into hip hop with they call that like the ground zero of West Coast hip hop, even though there was Ice-T and cats doing it. That
Yeah.
was like that was the record that exploded, right? So, just seeing that all coming up through middle school and high school, that's where I got into the music industry as well. So
Yeah. So
yep.
you were in Compton?
I was in on the border of Gardena and Torrance, right? So Compton is the next city over. So we're all together. Carson, Compton, Gardena, North Torrance. So Fuck the Police was actually recorded. The whole NWA album was recorded in Old Torrance at a studio called Audio Achievements. And
Uh-huh.
Torrance police were notorious for trying to guard the border against Gardena,
Yeah.
Compton, Lawndale, Hawthorne, all the cities that were the hood. North Torrance, where I grew up, was right on the edge of it. So Torrance police, they would even sweat me in front of my own house because they're trying to guard the border.
Yeah.
So when NWA was recording audio achievements, they're like, "What the hell's going on here?" So they sweated him, and that's where Cube went inside. Was like, "Fuck this," and wrote "Fuck the police." So
Yeah.
that was about the police that literally drew guns in front of me, in front of my house, coming home with elemental from something just for no
Okay.
reason. Just like, where do you? I'm like, I live right here. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And so that's that whole area. Be Real literally lived like 3 blocks away from me on the corner. This apartment complex where G13 Mexican Mafia was all there. It would always get shot up. Be Real lived there. Boo-Yaa Tribe, Gangster Rid lived down the
Yeah.
street. They're from Carson, but at the time I'd always see him at the local Hawaiian food restaurants and hey, what's up, kid? And I was like, Red, you live over here now? He's like, yeah. So it's like all them cats, like we all were all kind of